All right. Good evening. Welcome again. Welcome to Mr. Isaac's math class. I advise that if you have not subscribed to this channel, you should do so because a whole lot of mathematical content is going to be coming your way and you don't want to miss out at all. When you subscribe, anytime I post a new video, you will be the first to be notified so that you will not miss out at all. Now, remember that for some time we've been looking at approximation. Now, today we are going to begin our discussion on significant figures, and we are going to look at the rules for counting significant figures. All right, so there are about 6 rules here we're going to be looking at, and I want to go straight to the point without wasting time. Now, rule number 1 says all non-zero digits are significant. All non-zero digits are significant. So by that rule, look at this first number here. Look at this first example here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 digits there. All of them are non-zero. By non-zero, we mean that digits that are not zero. All right, so all non-zero digits are significant. That means here we have, this is non-zero, so this 8 is non-zero is significant. This 5 is non-zero is significant. The 2 is non-zero is significant. The 6 is non-zero is significant. So we have 4 significant figures here. SF stands for significant figures. Pardon me for that. Here too, there's no zero here. All of them are non-zero. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 significant figures here. It is that simple. Rule number 2. All zeros that occur in between two non-zero digits are significant. All zeros that occur in between two non-zero digits are significant. So see what we're saying. If you look at this zero here, this zero here is standing in between 8 and 4. 8 is not a zero, 4 is not a zero. So since that zero is standing in between 8 and 4, it makes it a significant zero. These two zeros are standing between 4 and 3. So because they are in between two numbers that are not zero, these two zeros also have become significant. So how many significant figures do we have here now? We have 6 significant figures here. The same way, this zero is standing between 2 and 4. This zero is significant. This zero is also significant. This zero is significant. The other ones are non-zeros. So by rule 1, all non-zero digits are significant. This is also 6 significant figures. Beautiful. So next, rule number 3. Rule number 3 says all the zeros that come after a decimal point but before a non-zero digit are not significant. Oh, I'm very sorry about that. This is not. It's not. Yes. All the zeros that come after a decimal point, look at this one. They come after a decimal point. It's a decimal point, so they have come here. But before any non-zero digit, that is, there's no non-zero digit before them. So because of that, these 4 zeros here, they are not significant. So the only significant figures here are 5, 4, and 2. So how many significant figures do we have here? We have 3 significant figures here. The same thing applies to this second one. These 2 zeros here, they come after a decimal point, but there's no other non-zero digit before it. Because of that, there are only 2 significant figures here. We have 2 and we have 7. So there are only 2 significant figures here. All right. So next is rule number 4. All the zeros at the right side of a decimal and right side of a non-zero digit are significant. Now, these two zeros, for example, they are on the right side of the decimal and they come after some non-zero digits. Did you see that? These zeros are significant. These zeros are significant. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 significant figures here. 4 significant figures. The same thing applies here. Here, there are 3 significant figures. That is rule number 4. Very, very simple. All right. Rule number 5. If the given number does not contain a decimal point, these ones, they don't contain a decimal point here. That is the first thing. They don't contain a decimal point. Then the final zeros are not significant. The final zeros are not significant. These zeros here, they are not significant. This is not significant. This is not significant. This is not significant, right? It means the only significant figures here are 1, 2, 3. So there are only 3 significant figures here. Now, but there's a condition here, except the number is a measurement of some quantity. Now, look at example number 2. It's the same quantity I had in number 1 that I'm having in number 2. But what is different? This is measuring something, is measuring length. So this meters, this M stands for meters. Because it is a measurement, once I include a measurement there, these zeros will now become significant. So this thing will now, in this case, we have 6 significant figures. Here there are 3 significant figures because it was not a measurement of anything. It was just an ordinary number. But here, because it's a measurement, this thing has 6 significant figures. Number 6, if the number has an integer part and a fractional part, this is integral part or integer part, this is fractional part, all zeros are significant. So this 0 is significant, this 0 is significant. This is integral part and fractional part. This 0 is significant, this 0 is significant, this 0 is significant. So how many significant figures are here? Here we have 4 significant figures, and here we also have 4 significant figures. So thank you very much. Please do subscribe to my channel. You will get more of this kind of content.